welcome to my creative space. I'm Sarah J. I'm really excited that you've joined me today. So today we're going to have a bit of fun, and I thought we could paint roses and bake an orange cake. So a little bit about me. I've always loved baking since I was young. Pretty much anything that it was sweet and delicious I was eager to make. And the great thing about baking is you create and then you get to enjoy the tasting, which is so great. And I think that's the thing about creativity is in and out throughout our lives. And we create in the kitchen just as much as an artist would create on canvas. So let's bake today together. I'm going to do an orange cake because I think oranges are so beautiful and they're vibrant, but they also have great flavor. And I recently found a really great recipe, gluten-free. For those of you who like gluten-free baking, I'll definitely be doing gluten-free. And I wanted to paint roses today. I think roses are absolutely beautiful. And they are something that just, when we see it, we feel enriched. And today I'm going to paint a colorful bunch of roses, different vibrant colors, and I'll be doing it in acrylic. So join me, and if you're a painter as well, get your paintbrush out and let's paint roses together, and also do some yummy baking. So I'll move back and forth between the recipe, the cooking, and the painting, and let's have some fun with it. Let's go. So I've always loved baking, and one of the things I really enjoy about it is that sort of flow that you get into, that you also get into when you paint. So it's like everything sort of fades into the background and it's just about you and your ingredients. There's something really rewarding about baking. I think it's because you're creating something that didn't exist before and you're using all natural ingredients, fresh ingredients usually. Something I've learned over the years is to not rush yourself. So I always like to make sure I've got plenty of time and I've scheduled in baking time, because things always take a little bit longer than you think, and making sure you've always got your ingredients already the day before. You've checked your list to make sure you're good to go. It's nothing worse than starting a cake and you don't have all the ingredients. Got so many great baking stories over the years, but one that comes to mind was when I was in high school and I loved home ec, and of course you get to bake all sorts of things and then enjoy eating it after. So through the course of years I was very interested in cake decorating, and so I came across a really great recipe, and after doing some work with icing in school, I thought, wow, I'm going to make my first Christmas cake at home. Well, everything was going fine, and I did everything from scratch, baked the cake, wrapped it in the sherry towel, let it sit in its beautiful fragrances and juices for a month or two. Come Christmas time, made the marzipan layer, made the royal icing. Yes, I did everything from scratch. And then had my beautiful design and I created the most beautiful cake. I was so proud of this cake. So Mum said, we're going to display this cake in the lead up to Christmas, and I was so proud of it, and I was excited for how it was going to taste as well. But it was really a work of art. So one day I was at school, came home, and the cat was eating the cake. Yes, he was up on the table, munching on my beautiful cake. A massive, big corner was gone. I was so upset. I just felt deflated. My work of art, my cake. My mum was so cool. She was like, it's okay, darling. All we need to do is cut off that side. And then we'll just put some, I don't know, some berries around it and we'll make it look good. And she says it doesn't matter because we'll cut off all the section the cat was chewing on. For me, it wasn't quite the same, but at least it was saved. And I have to say the cake did taste really good. So it's no wonder the cat was getting right into it. The kitchen is a place where we can go and we can just have time out. And we don't even have to have music on. Just get out your ingredients and you just get started. And it's so much fun. So I would encourage you to get creative in the kitchen, to try new recipes and try different things, and don't be restricted by fear or think, oh, I couldn't do that. Just give it a go. There's always workarounds too, so if you need to change something up a little bit, you can shift and change it. I've become gluten-free and flourless these past number of years because I find it's just better for me. But generally baking, you can change things around a little bit. Just put into Google and say substitute for A, B, C, or D. But really just have some fun with it and get creative and enjoy it because it's fun. So how I begin is I set up my easel and I begin sketching in the outline of the roses with my Progresso pencil. This is a fantastic graphite pencil, I highly recommend. It means you don't have any smudging under your painting, and it's just lovely to use before you start painting in with your colors. My next step is to start on the background, and I decided that I wanted to do a blue background because I thought it would really highlight the roses, and I really wanted the picture to be representative of the vibrancy of roses, and therefore I thought blue would be a really great contrast, and it was also representing to me the color of sky, which for me is very much in tune with roses. When you see roses in a field or roses in a garden and then the blue sky, it's just so beautiful. I don't feel the need to make the background perfect. I like it to be sort of organically done, and I like the blues to sort of overlap. So I use a little bit of white in there and different shades of the similar sort of blue, just to create that sort of sky feel that's more natural. My next step is to start to paint in the green leaves. And with this painting, I chose to have a very vibrant green. I thought it would enhance the roses themselves and it would be a good juxtaposition of color. I just want to take a moment and say that I could have actually painted all the roses just close together, but I really wanted to bring in those green leaves just to break up that color a little bit. And it's really more authentic and true to when you have a roses bouquet, which is really what I've based this particular painting on. So my next step is to bring in some of those beautiful bright colors, starting with yellow and putting a few roses of yellow in and pink as well. I think trying to find a good balance, thinking about when you see a rose bouquet, generally that they're balanced in their colors. So keeping it balanced. I also personally like to move fairly quickly and do brush strokes that are lighter, hitting the canvas, not heavy. It just makes me feel like I'm creating the vibrancy in the picture. And then I just start to fill in all the different roses and their different colors. I really love purple roses, and I think that purple for me, I thought would really enhance this picture. It would really bring a depth to it. I could have left it out, but purple just brings a deeper quality to it that I wanted to create in this particular painting. Part of the inspiration for my roses painting was from a photo that I passed the other day in my home, and it's a photo of me on my wedding day with my husband, and we're cutting the cake, and it's at the reception, and my beautiful bouquet of flowers was sitting on the cake table, and I just thought, wow, aren't they just so beautiful? Now, my roses bouquet were sort of pastels and soft colors and absolutely extraordinarily beautiful. But I guess it started me on the inspiration of this painting, and that's how it all sort of began in the development of the idea for the project. For me, roses very much symbolize love, and they're very romantic. I must admit, I do love everything romance, and I think receiving a bunch of roses is extremely beautiful. And it does make you feel joyful and love. And so I wanted to capture the essence of what those feelings are in this painting of joy and love and pure happiness. Roses are just pure. They are life-giving, and all they do for us is just make us feel good. And that is the general essence of the painting that I was trying to create. It also ties in with the song that I have written, Ode to Roses, and I will be releasing that song very soon. And yeah, it's very much the music and the painting coming together to create a beautiful essence, a beautiful feeling, a happy feeling. So take your time when you finish your cake to really enjoy putting it all together. In this case, I decided to use strawberries as food accessories, and I also did some sliced dried oranges on the orange cake. One of the fun things about cake decorating is you can be really creative. So I decided that I wanted to put some roses on the muffins, and I thought that would be a nice touch. Muffins are great to also decorate. We don't always just have to decorate the small stuff, we can do the big stuff as well. And beautifully decorated muffins can look beautiful and can be presented with your cake. yeah, so really just take your time, and like preparing for your recipe ingredients, you also want to prepare for what you're going to do with your cake decorating. So that's about ensuring you have a general idea, a general design, and what ingredients you're going to be using. In this case, I just decided to go with some pre-bought icing tubes, and they're really great to use. I highly recommend them. Well, that was a lot of fun. I absolutely loved painting the roses with you today. I really felt like it was exactly what I wanted it to be. So this painting goes with the song Ode to Roses, which I've done in a previous video, which you're welcome to watch. And it's connected. So this for me is the full spectrum now. I've got the whole picture. So yeah, I really wanted particular colors. So I wanted purple, yellow, pink and white and red, and I put all of those in there, and I think it makes me feel happy, and that's what I was hoping for. I hope you enjoyed it. I have got a lot of paint all over me, and I often finish a session and I've got paint everywhere. I've been known to go out, talk to the postman, I've got paint on my nose, whatever. Some people tell you, some people don't. Anyway, it's all part of the life of an artist, creative person. I hope you enjoyed baking with me as well, and I hope that you are inspired to go paint some roses and bake an orange cake. So thank you so much for joining me. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I will look forward to seeing you very soon. Have an amazing rest of the day, and remember to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, which will help me get it out to more people, and subscribe if you're new and you're interested in seeing more in the future. Thanks for joining me today, and look forward to seeing you next time. Peace. So time to do a taste test on my cake. I've got a serving nice cup of tea, so let's give it a bit of energy and try it. Oh, so good. Yummy. Yummy, yummy.